put your hands together for Mr. Ike as he comes forward for the opening remark, please. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I should have a very long protocol, but because of time, I just want to make it very short. My name is Ike Mbakwo. I am the CEO of Rescue Marriage and Relationship Initiative. I think this initiative is the youngest NGO. I remember speaking with one of our presenters, and she was asking me, did you say rescue marriage? When did it start? I said, we are young. We were given license to operate on the 19th of July this year. I don't know how many others came behind us, but as far as the issue of talking family and marriage is concerned, we are the youngest. But God has given us the strength to do even much, much better than those who came before us. And that is the reason why we are in Jos. You might see vacant seats, but I see filled seats in my spirit. You might be looking at very few people who presented themselves today to listen to those who will talk to them. But I see Jos being renewed by this mission in the name of Jesus. You might come here feeling disturbed or distressed, but I see you living here a fulfilled person in the name of Jesus. When I do this some of the time, some people will start asking. I guess he was trying to give me a title. I don't really like titles. And I have my name simple as that, Ike Mbakwo. I think the only title I should be waiting for is the last title, which is RIP. I don't know when it will come, but I pray that whenever it comes, I would have personally feel fulfilled that I've made families better than I encountered them. Because when I started this mission, it was because of the blessing I got from my father. After God inspired me to repair the family that I came from. It's a very long story. I don't even want to tell it here. So we are in Jos as an NGO to encounter Jos people. The mission is to make families better. And that mission is what brought all of us here. Yours might be 99%, but if you will live here making it 100%, to God be the glory. If yours is less than 10%, open your heart to new things, because I'm sure by the time you leave here, you will be fulfilled. And so, the program we are starting today wouldn't just end this year. No matter how many persons attended this year's zone, by this same month, 2021, we'll be back to Jos. And I am certain that if it is the will of God for all of us to stay gathered, we'll have others who will join us. I want to specially invite you to our Facebook group. It is called the Rescue Marriage and Relationship Initiative. If you find it on Facebook, just join. Click the button, join. And before you leave here, you would have been accepted. Let me just have a kind of talk on the things that we are here for. There will be presentations. And you see, whenever I am in trouble, I'm always rescued. The flyer that announced this program had 5 persons as those who are going to work as facilitators for this program. The first woman lost the parents-in-law, so she couldn't make it. The second person went for a WHO function outside of Jos. As I speak, she's in Lagos, so she won't be here. Another person went for a function in Maiduguri but couldn't come back. Even, okay, one couldn't get a connecting flight from Benin to Jos. Then the original MC for the day was operated last night. Surgical operation. So as we speak, he's in the teaching hospital recuperating. When that last news hit me this morning, I was almost seeing myself like Job. But when I wanted to complain, God told me. You know, when you hear some preachers say, God told me, you will be imagining whether God come down or face the person one-on-one. He didn't come down, but he told me that this is your mission, this is your commission. Every other person is added to help you. It cannot happen only when you are not there. But even if you are the last person standing, I will raise people who will speak for the others. That was what I had before I came here. And I refused to let my wife know of this present situation because she will be dissuaded. And when I came here, remember when I lost 4 persons who would have been here to help me. When I came here, I have 4 persons seated here who will be there to help me. Can we do something special for Jesus? So I have a commission and I'm ready to run. I'm ready to run. Somebody was asking me after Jos, what next? If you have the opportunity to be in Lagos, April 5th, Monday, April 5th, we will be having the function in Lagos. We will also go to Enugu. I'm talking of 2021. We will be in Enugu 2021. The one we normally do in Lagos is tagged Dual Varieties Night. Some of our sisters who are putting on white, it's written on their own crests. Dual Varieties Night. When we go to Enugu, we are going to have 042 together. 042 is the code for Enugu. So together is what's going to bring the family together. Next year, we will be in Port Harcourt. We want to go green. We will also be in Ibadan. We will be in Benin. And if God wills it, we might be in Abuja. But definitely, we are coming back to Jos this time next year. So what are we here for? We have games to play. At least you can look from there, you see plaques, beautifully made plaques. All these plaques are for games. All these slates are for games. Those who will speak for us will also go home with some of the plaques. We also want to recognize some organizations with some of the plaques. But one thing is important. If you can't get anything from the discussions, be part of the games. What will be the games? We'll play a game to find out the best parents as we are seated. Best parents. When the time comes, I will explain. We will also play a game to find out the most compatible couples here seated. We also want to identify the oldest couples here seated. We also would like to play games concerning your mode of dressing. So we want to know the best dressed couples. We have plaques to give to all this. So be part of it, whichever one is called up. Don't be afraid to come out and play the game. The reason for the game is that when questions are asked and answers given, even though you are seated there, you will learn. Those who are playing the game, when they fail, they will also learn. The reason for this gathering is that by the time you walk away from this door, you would have been enriched one way or the other to make yourself a better father, a better mother, a better husband, or a better wife. And for those who are single, who are here, my simplest wish is that by the time I return next year, just like the 3 men who encountered Abraham will say, by the time I return next year, you will come with your own spouse in the name of Jesus. But it is important that you are here and you also pay attention. Because from the mouth of the king who instructs the prince, that man who is by the side as the guard also learns. So it's a learning period for you. Even though you don't have your spouse seated next to you, you can learn. And for the women, our mothers who are here that do not have their spouses join them, not because they are separated or widowed, but because of the hardness of the men of these days, I'm not sympathizing with you. I can only encourage you to take the news home. It's a fact that men are no longer interested in the institution of marriage. It's a fact. But the unfortunate aspect of it is they are the ones who started this. No woman, as far as our African tradition is concerned, has ever gone to a man and say, I want to marry you. Now women, now they stay their own jeje. The men will come. A lot of them don't even turn to drama kings. Some will wear their white like me now and start rolling on the ground. And by the time everybody is sympathizing with the man rolling, he will get up from the ground and say, I want to propose, can you marry me? He no ask himself first. Now man did they marry, I've been a madman, now the woman won't marry. But even in all this, the woman will accept the proposal. You knelt down. The very first time your official function, you knelt down. Subsequently, you want to keep her on her knees. And she has given up everything she had, the comfort of her home. When she said, I do. She has given up her life too, in most cases, in order to live with you. You as the man, what are you giving up? I can assure you that any man who is determined to do the 65% of the requirement of his in marriage will never have any problem. Thank you very much for listening.